Last week, matches in the national championships witnessed many big teams having shocking results. Hello, football fans. Welcome back to today's football news. Let's start with the latest news that we bring to you in today's video. First, like, subscribe, and click the bell to receive notifications so you don't miss any hot news about the world of football. Let's go. Barcelona and Bayern Munich both want to sign the Portuguese star. 60 million euros is Diego Costa's contract release clause, so the deal will be completed when a big club is willing to pay the above amount to Porto to own the Portuguese star. Al Nassr begins negotiations to extend contract with 39-year-old striker in the opposite direction. Ronaldo also shows his attachment to the Arab team. So the prospect of the Portuguese striker staying at Al Nassr, at least until the 2026 World Cup kicks off, is a predictable scenario. According to the latest reports, Liverpool want to have Tchouaméni's service. Spanish media simultaneously reported that Real Madrid are ready to listen to all offers for the French international in January, as they look to transform the quality of their midfield. Xabi Alonso will meet his old team. The Spanish coach is very responsive to sharing that there is nothing better than enjoying a Champions League match at Anfield. Liverpool is one of the strongest teams in Europe, so this will be a challenge. Ruud van Nistelrooy frankly said, "I want to understand Ruben Amorim better. I aim to help the club progress because that is my main goal. ManUnited will be the only place I want to be assistant coach here." Bruno Fernandes immediately exploded with 3 goals in 2 matches to avoid doubts the star. Then also told me to always give 100%, and Ten Hag knew that. I talked to him and apologized to him. I was disappointed that Ten Hag left, and I tried to help the coach. According to a source from Football London, both northern representatives Tottenham Hotspur and Arsenal are currently interested in Brighton's young midfielder Carlos Baleba. The Cameroonian player has made 37 appearances in his first season in the Premier League. This season he has scored 2 goals in 10 matches. AC Milan and Juventus are interested in striker Viktor Gyökeres. The Swedish star has scored 20 goals in 16 appearances this season after coach Ruben Amorim moved to lead Manchester United. Many clubs have expressed interest in the Swedish striker. According to Sky Germany, Real Madrid are leading the race for Florian Wirtz. Los Blancos have had preliminary discussions with the young German player's representatives, but Bayern Leverkusen are determined to keep their star. Thomas Tuchel receives major privileges from the English Football Association. After signing a contract with FA, Thomas Tuchel has pledged to spend most of his time in the UK. But the 51-year-old will not be pressured into attending daily meetings at his training base at St. George's Park in London. Arsenal have quickly run out of steam in the championship race this season, and the problem lies in the lack of certainty in the defense. In the last 6 matches in the Premier League, the London representative conceded 10 times. The above number is even higher than the number of goals they received in the previous 19 matches. Galatasaray is willing to spend 50 million euros for Victor Osimhen with a buyout clause because of his very good form. Since moving to Galatasaray on loan from Napoli, the above figure will hardly satisfy Napoli, but the opportunity is still there. With many teams, other big football want Osimhen. Pep Guardiola confirms Ruben Dias will miss 2 more games against Sporting Lisbon in the Champions League and Brighton in the Premier League, with Dias also missing the previous game due to injury suffered in the Carabao Cup last 16 defeat to Tottenham Hotspur. Marcelo has been sacked by Fluminense ahead of schedule following a row with coach Mano Menezes, an incident that saw the Real Madrid legend axed shortly after the game ended. Moving from Arsenal to Crystal Palace to play more. But Nketiah has encountered many difficulties at the new club after 7 appearances in the Premier League. The English striker has not had any goals or assists. This season, Crystal Palace is struggling with the relegation battle, so Nketiah and his teammates must try harder to receive a more positive view from experts. Bruno Fernandes scored his first goal in the Premier League when he scored against Chelsea. While Caicedo had a classy strike that brought Chelsea 1 point, the draw was both the Red Devils and the Blues regretted leaving the field. The only shot on target in the half helped Aston Villa take the lead, but Tottenham woke up in the second half to score 4 goals in a row. Maddison had a beautiful free kick, but the highlight must belong to the double goal from Dominic Solanke. In addition, Son Heung-min marked his return with an assist for Brandon Johnson to score. It only took half an hour for Barcelona to defeat Espanyol with a goal from Dani Olmo. After 6 matches, the 26-year-old star has 5 goals. In addition, Rafinha continued to excel with his 11th goal since the beginning of the season. Thanks to the 3-1 victory, Barcelona increased the gap with Real Madrid to 9 points, and Los Blancos have 1 match left to play. 15 shots were created by Atletico Madrid in front of the Las Palmas goal. This created 2 goals from Giuliano Simone and Alexander Sorloth. After round 12, Atletico Madrid is 10 points behind Barcelona, and it is not easy to think about sitting on the throne. Liverpool make huge bid for Trent Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold could be a hot commodity in the transfer market next summer if Liverpool fail to extend his contract. Although it is difficult to imagine him playing for any club other than Liverpool, Real Madrid are particularly interested in the English defender. Real Madrid's interest has increased since Dani Carvajal's serious injury forced them to consider long-term alternatives. Real Madrid president Florentino Perez has long had his eye on Alexander-Arnold and is ready to take advantage of any opportunity that comes his way. Liverpool are willing to consider an offer of around €50 million from Real Madrid in January. However, this is unlikely to happen as Los Blancos' policy is not to spend money on players whose contracts are about to expire. Instead, they wait for English players to expire so they can move on as free agents like Kylian Mbappe. Real Madrid are having difficulty competing in terms of spending with richer clubs, forcing them to optimize their transfer strategy. For them, paying a large sum for Trent Alexander-Arnold in the middle of the season is not reasonable, especially when they need to add a more urgent center-back this winter. The above information has concluded today's newsletter. Thank you for watching. If you find it interesting, don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Click the bell to receive our next football news updates. Goodbye, and see you in the next videos.